Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I am joined today by Redders and The Ginna. And today we're going to be doing a quick review for the Halo TV show episode 4, which was called Homecoming. Now, we're not going to use any footage this week because I don't need another copyright strike from some random Indian mega corporation. So we're just going to be chatting. Apologies, blame Zoot or Voot or whatever they're called. But yeah,
No, Ash isn't bitter at all in
No.
any way, shape, or form.
Not at all.
Are we just going to stick Pablo Schreiber's ass on the screen again?
Yeah, just in big. I thought that was very good last minute editing on my part.
Mate, how you're not working in Hollywood's beyond me.
I just don't know, mate. I'm like,
incredible.
It was like he was in the room with us.
There is a different arse you could stick on this week, so
yeah, more arse. There's a lot of arse in this TV show. I am noticing that as it goes on. There's a lot of arse. So, yeah. What did you guys think of it? Like, do you want to start going through what happened and stuff?
I enjoyed it. It's very strong storytelling episode, which I don't mind. Like, you get the big action set pieces, but I quite like the character development. Again, I'm sick of Kwan. Don't care about her. Don't care about the pirate. I'm invested in Master Chief. That's the story I want to hear more about. So I think they're finding their stride in telling that story. I like the backstory. Yeah, Ginna, what do you think?
I'm the same as you. I think Kai and Master Chief, spoilers. Are we doing spoilers? We're good for spoilers, yeah?
Spoilers. If you haven't watched this episode and you don't want to have any spoilers, don't watch any further. Just hit like and we'll see you next week. But we're going to talk about it, yeah.
So Kai and Master Chief have both now removed their chip. They're seeing the world, experiencing things, chatting to Miranda, and their storylines are really coming along. Kwan is, let's be fair, the reason his storyline exists and the whole reason she's in this show is it's cheap to do hers.
Yeah.
Like the big action set pieces and all the bits of armor and the Covenant looking stuff and the Forerunner stuff is expensive to make. Walking around in the desert isn't expensive.
Yeah, that's it.
On a motorbike that clearly looks like a Ducati Scrambler, but has a few things chucked on to make it look futuristic. And doesn't look me futuristic. It looks older than bikes we have now. We have electric bikes now. By the way, the guys who made this Halo show, we have electric motorbikes. Like,
it's good to see that even like hundreds of years in the future, we're still reliant on fossil fuels.
Yeah, I quite like the idea though. But yeah, but it's especially once we find more on another planet and they just put a flag in and go, there we go, done. Yeah, it just, they're there because it's cheap. It's a story nobody seems to really care about from anyone I've spoke to about the show. And she's just such an annoying character. Like, I wouldn't mind if she had like some redeeming qualities. You know, God, the storyline's poor, but I like where she's going. She's just shit.
I didn't mind her in the first couple when she was with Master Chief, but as soon as you took Master Chief's dynamic as well away, I don't care. You're not part of the main, unless somehow it's going to have a massive bearing, which I really don't hope. I hope it doesn't, but I know it's gonna. It doesn't. Like, it was good to set up Master Chief when he needed to have like that bit of like, oh, I can't just kill this girl because I'm being told to. Right, I get that, but then like he left her with his friend. Yeah, let's go. Bye bye now. Bye bye. See you later. Let's go. Yeah, it just keeps going, and it's like half the episode is on her.
Her pure presence in this whole TV series is to humanize Chief early on. That's her only purpose, and she's outlived her purpose now. I wouldn't care if she got killed in the next episode. I really wouldn't. I'm bored of her. Like, Kai is becoming one of the strongest standout characters. I'm really invested in her story. Chief, I'm invested in. I'm even invested in the techie that works under Halsey, but I'm just not invested. Yeah, not the creeper, the other one. The
daughter of the Admiral bloke, or whatever she's called.
I'm even invested in her story, especially after this episode where like they have a more dynamic conversation and stuff between Kai and Miranda. Like, there's a bit more of a relationship forming there. So I'm even invested in that. I'm just not invested in Kwan. I don't really care about that redemption story. It's boring, you know.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
I've not spoken to a person yet who said they've enjoyed Kwan's story. Like, let's be honest.
It's
And
a
when
rare
they
cut.
first
That's
left
what it
it-
is.
Yeah, when they first left it with what's his name, Spartan Voron or whatever, and it looked like they were going to have a whole dynamic of he's straight laced, she's this. It's going to be a bit of a mixed match type thing. Where's this going to lead? It's quickly turned into her again somehow convincing somebody to do something. Like, just absolutely ridiculous and would make no sense to a highly trained killer machine to go, oh, okay, yeah, let's go on this trip on my own. I own an entire planet and run everything, but I'm going to go to this planet on my own with you and leave my ship unguarded, middle of the desert. Like, it's just bullshit. Like, I don't know what power this girl has over people, but she just makes them do the stupidest stuff, and it's just...
Yeah.
She is the breadcrumbs in the burger patty, isn't she? She's just... You don't want her there. She's not needed there. It's literally there for filler.
Yeah, it is a shame because, like, yes, this episode was a lot slower. If you're wanting just action, you're not going to enjoy this episode. But like the backstory from Chief, and there was a bit more with Cortana in it and stuff, a bit more dynamic with them, which I liked, and it's building. And from someone who doesn't know about Halo lore, it doesn't affect me, so I don't know if it's wrong, right, and it's slowly building it up, and you're seeing it from like the different perspectives and stuff, which I quite liked. But it felt like a bit of a like stopgap episode. Like they were like, right, we ain't got budget for all of these episodes to do some CGI, so Master Chief's gonna be in a wood, in a house, and
I like that though. I like that. That's some of my favorite bits of the episode. I like that.
Yeah, he's walking around.
Yeah, that rediscovery. I thought Cortana.
Oh, I'm not saying it was bad. I thought it was good, but it's clearly been shoved in here because it's cheap. That's what I mean.
The bit with the coin where they're flipping in, he keeps calling it correctly. That is actually in the lore, and that's in his backstory and everything. So they've taken that Halsey as the one who first meets him, and then they kidnap him and all that stuff. So they are keeping to some of his original story. They've just decided to say that his brain was washed for some reason. Yeah.
But yeah,
so I like that whole him having visions and Cortana saying it's not me doing it. He's generally having these visions. I thought that was a really nice touch. Cortana is another one of those characters that's becoming stronger, and I'm enjoying her time on screen and her voiceover in his helmet and stuff. You could tell there's a relationship building there, and I think that's really cool. Basically, at this point, anything that's associated with Master Chief
is doing good.
Is doing great. Anything that isn't is absolute pants.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still watch it though. Like overall, the episode, even the series is still worth watching, but there's a huge difference in interest from one half of the show to the other half at the moment. So
we get another ass that I forgot about as well. So not only do we get Kai's ass when she's cutting the chip out of herself, we get the stereotype male British villain who's
he gets out of the water with his arse out, doesn't he?
He's like, I'm really rich, what should I do? I know what I'll do. I'll assert my power by having a big heated pool to myself, summon women, and just walk out naked slowly in all my grandeur.
Either of you two when he left the cigar in the pool. Yes. I don't know why that really fucking triggered me. I was like, who's going to clean that up? Like, you've just put a cigar out in the pool.
You've never
I don't know why that triggered me so much.
You've not been to a local swimming bath.
We don't have to worry about cleaning your own pool afterwards. That's your problem.
Horrendous.
Yeah, he's that rich and powerful. Someone else is in there.
You've never done an Airbnb under a fake name.
Be my own bathtub.
We don't do it while you're in, do you? That's just weird.
Oh, mate. It proper triggered me, though. I noticed that I got angry when I saw him put the cigar out in the pool. I was like, what are you doing?
1 star.
Like, I was like, murdering people, that's fine. Putting cigars out in your swimming pool, I'm not standing for that shit.
And they did the stereotypical, he's so evil, he'll lift the hood and see it's a child and still shoot him in the face. It's like, well, if he doesn't care, why are you putting the hoods on in the first place?
Yeah.
Was episode 4 the episode with the sand ninja where she's under the sand? Is that episode 5? I'll save that for next episode then, because that triggered me so bad.
Come into you soon.
Yeah, we'll come to the sand ninja in the next review. But like I say, this episode very good for sort of for story-driven stuff. Not very good for
people that have watched it. Are gonna be like, "Who the fuck's the sand ninja?"
You'll find out soon enough.
Ninja at one point does something stupid and shouts her own name out in disbelief at what she just did. I was watching it like, what the hell is this? Like,
Amazing.
I've never sat there, done something stupid, go, Ginna! Like, what the fuck?
When I do something stupid, I shout Ginna. Like,
Yeah,
Ginna!
exactly.
Like Captain Kirk shouting Khan. That's what I do all the time. But I never shout my own name. It's a bit odd, isn't it?
That scene in Platoon,
Oh.
isn't it? Right at the end.
I was triggered. Like the cigar in the pool, that's what triggered me watching that episode. I was like, this is ridiculous. Out of the whole scene, this is the bit that's got me.
Oh, but I think overall it's not doing too bad. We're nearly halfway through, or like we're this and the next episode like mid-season. I'm still looking forward to it, and we're recording this after watching episode 5. And we can see why they didn't do a lot of CGI in this episode, and we'll talk about that in the next review video, which will be up very soon. But in that, we'll catch you on the next episode for more Halo goodness and Sand Ninja discussion. So, see you soon, guys.
Sand Ninja. Amazing.